Hey, so I'm reading Psalm 42 this morning, and here's the thing. It was intense. It's something that people deal with a lot, but maybe don't talk about a lot, which is the deep, deep pain that people go through. There are people who suffer a lot constantly. We don't know what they're up against, the types of principalities that are coming against them, the things that are going on in their mind. They suffer often, and there are those who suffer circumstantially. We all go through types and times of pain, but say something devastating or difficult has happened and you're going through a deep pain. Well, that's what this psalmist is talking about. One of the sons of Korah, a temple assistant, someone who was always at the temple serving God, he was expressing a deep amount of pain. So in these verses, like, I'm not going to read them all because there's no need to right now, but I just want to tell you, he's questioning God. He goes to God and he says, God, when? In verse 2, it says, when shall I come and appear before God? In verse 3, he goes on to say, where is thy God? All right? Where is thy God? In verse 9, he says, why? He says, why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Why hast thou forgotten me? He is in a deep amount of pain and turmoil. So he goes and he says, when, where, why? He's questioning God. What do people do when they're in pain usually? Because no one wants to feel that, and that's natural. No one wants to feel pain. So what do? They typically go to other people or places. Like, I gotta get away. I gotta go do this or that. Just be out of this environment. A lot of times they will distract and they will use different practices or priorities. Hey, we're gonna start doing this. They fill their life with all these other things, when really they haven't gone to the one place that has that complete and sustaining help. Now, there'll be times throughout our life where we go through these deep pains, so it's not all gone forever just because we went to God, but we can go to him every time and get relief. And so we're to go to God. What does he say? Let's look back at some of these verses. Let's just listen to. He says, as the hart panteth after the water brook, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. My soul thirsteth for God, for the living God. All right, these are some of the things he's saying. And he goes, when I remember these things. So we're to go to God specifically. Sometimes we need to remember, we need that reminder that he is our hope. Right? It tells us in verse 5 that he starts talking, why are thou cast down, O my soul? Why are thou disquieted in me? All right. Hope thou in God. This is who we're going to go to. We don't only have to hope in God. God is our hope. Look up those definitions. He is our hope. Number one, hope thou in God. We're going to go to him. Why? He says, for I shall yet praise him for the help of his countenance. Oh, what that was. So for the help of his countenance, he's our help. Sorry, God is not only our hope. We can hope in him. He is our hope, but he is the help of our countenance. And then if you go on further, I think it's verse 9, it says that he is the health of our countenance. We have a hope, someone who can help us, and someone who is the health of our countenance. Not only does he look upon us, and that should do something great to us, but he can help us to change our outlook. So we're to go to God. God first and foremost. We're to go to him in prayer. Why prayer? Because in verse 8, he tells us, yet will I command his loving kindness in the daytime, or yet the Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and in the night his song shall be with me, and my prayer unto the God of my life. We're to go to him in prayer. People say they're praying, but I hope this is taken correctly, and I've done it too, especially in a deep time of distress in my life where I had to stop the whining and the just crying to God, and I had to pray. Warfare prayers, the type where no, we're getting past the tears, we're standing up and we're fighting. We go to God in prayer. And then, like in verse 5 says, for I shall yet praise him for the help of his countenance. We go to him in praise. Like, he is worthy. He is great. He is wonderful. He can do it, and he will, and he wants to. We act like God doesn't want to hear and answer our prayers when he's the God who hears and answers prayers. Let's go to him like verse 4 says, I pour out my soul in me. He already knows. Be honest. Pour your soul out. It is okay. We are to go to our God in prayer and praise and pouring out of our soul with purpose. with purpose. Don't just go to him with please, 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 beg, beg. Go to him with purpose. It's okay to have those types of prayers at times. I'm not saying it's not, but we're to go to him with purpose because he offers restoration, right? When we need to remember, when we need to be reminded, we need to be reminded that he is the restorer. He's the only one that can restore. It tells us, what does it say? Yet the Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and in the night his song shall be with me, and my prayer unto the God of my life. He will restore. He will change things. He will bring you out of that. He will give you the relief. And it comes from our hope, from his health, and from his help. That's where it's going to come from. So if you're in pain often and all the time, I can't relate to that because that's not something that I've had to deal with, but I've had to deal with a deep amount of pain and still do at times. And going through that, when I go to God, his presence changes everything. I go to him. I remember. I am reminded. I remind myself, my soul, I pour it out to him. I don't distract. I don't run to other people. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to, just get away and not deal with it. I'm going to work through it because God is going to he is my hope. He is my health. He's my healer, right? That's who he is. And he's yours too. So keep going to him. He's the restorer of all. Be blessed.